I do believe that students need to work with messy real-world data, because in my own research, I see that 60 to 70% of the work that I do goes into defining the problem, understanding data flows, and understanding what's needed ultimately from the AI system that we develop. And no textbook dataset can teach students this. So that's why I think students need to get these real data, work with real sponsors, so that they can understand how to scope ill-defined problems, understand the bias in data, the information that the data carries, and also be able to interpret the results that they're getting in a meaningful way to be able to advance any field they end up working in. I remember visiting a NICU, a neonatal intensive care unit, and I remember walking down the hallway, and I was hearing no alarm. I was actually very surprised, because I'd read about alarm overload in neonatal intensive care units or in intensive care units, and I turned to my host and I asked, "What's going on? Why am I not hearing any alarms?" And she was like, "Oh, there was simply too many alarms. We disconnected all of the systems." And that moment stayed with me. And that informed my modeling technique and how I approach my sepsis problem. Because yes, theoretically, every alarm can save life, but a system that cries wolf serves no one. So I want to build AI systems that can be accountable, that can provide actionable insights. And it's very important because ultimately those are the systems that get used. When people hear AI, they typically think of replacement or automation. I see it differently. AI is great at processing massive amounts of data very quickly and finding patterns in data that no human can possibly do. However, AI systems do what they're designed to do. They are not necessarily built to understand context, values, or subtle factors that goes into our decision-making processes. That's why I think humans need to firmly stay at the center of any system that we design. This is especially critical in industries like healthcare, where empathy and trust really matter, or in safety-critical industries or fields like nuclear energy, where accountability is non-negotiable. Ultimately, it's about aligning technology with human values. It's not about making decisions faster just for the sake of making decisions faster. It's about making better, fairer, and more humane decisions.